So big breaking news coming in at this hour. The Andhra Pradesh High Court has expressed displeasure at the DGP's report on the Chittoor encounter. Reports coming in that the Director General of Police, in fact, of Andhra Pradesh has been told to reappear post-lunch. Now, the petitioner told the court 2 eyewitnesses are ready to testify, and the petitioner, in fact, has demanded protection for these 2 eyewitnesses, in fact, whose theories completely punch holes into the cops' claims. And let us cut across now live to my colleague and editor South, T.S. Sudhir, who joins us on the phone. Sudhir, take our viewers who are joining us now through what seems to be, in fact, the remarks coming in from the court at this point in time.
Well, the Andhra Pradesh High Court bench headed by the Chief Justice Kalyan Jyoti Sen Gupta was hearing this particular case, and he apparently showed displeasure over the kind of report which has been submitted by the Andhra Pradesh DGP on the Chittoor encounter which took place on Tuesday morning. And in fact, the police has been asked to reappear again post-lunch with a fresh report, because also the petitioner in this particular case of the civil liberties have said that 2 eyewitnesses, both from Dharmapuri district of Tamil Nadu, are also ready to testify, provided protection is ensured for them, because they are a little scared about what could be their fate if they actually are somewhere in Andhra Pradesh, and whether they are actually fearing for their life from Andhra Pradesh police itself. So in that sense, the Andhra Pradesh police finding itself a little on the back foot as far as this particular case is concerned.
Well, T.S. Sudhir, do stay with us on the line. In fact, you caught up with the foreign minister some time back. Let's play out that the foreign minister's reactions, in fact, for our viewers at this point in time. Well, we will, of course, play out those reactions coming in from the Forest Minister. But Sudhir, if you're still on the line with us, also, you know, as far as this petitioner's request that the eyewitnesses be provided protection, have you heard something from the court at this point in time?
Well, no, because initially it was supposed to go to the Madras High Court. What the Madras High Court has said at this point in time is that the commission will not take place. But since it is not in the jurisdiction of the Madras High Court, they have asked the petitioners to appeal before the Andhra Pradesh High Court, which is essentially the Hyderabad High Court, which looks at both Andhra Pradesh as well as Telangana. So in that sense, the entire case will be heard by the Hyderabad High Court. But at this point in time, the human rights activists alleging that there are 2 clear eyewitnesses to that particular incident, that 8 people were picked up by the Andhra Pradesh police, taken to a police station in Nagari, and thereafter shot dead in a fake encounter inside the Seshachalam forest Tuesday morning. Now, that's the allegation which is completely denied and refuted by both the Andhra Pradesh police, the Telugu Desam party, as well as the ministers in the Andhra Pradesh government, saying that there was no fake encounter. These people were cutting a wood inside the forest. They were smugglers and not woodcutters, as the Tamil Nadu government and the political parties in Tamil Nadu have been claiming.
Has any reaction come in yet from the lawyers representing the police forces?
Well, the police force and the lawyers say that on different counts they would be making their representation. 1, that it is not a fake encounter. 2, that the task is entrusted with the task of protecting the forest wealth in the Seshachalam forest, and the Red Sanders Anti-Smuggling Task Force essentially had that task before them, and they have actually carried out many arrests in the past 9 months. Over 1,000 people have been arrested. Over 4,000 cases have been booked against such smugglers, and they say that there is no reason for them to actually enact this kind of a drama of taking out people from Tamil Nadu, bringing them to Andhra Pradesh and killing them in a fake encounter.
So, of course, we will be tracking those developments post-lunch in the court. Meanwhile, huge political row has erupted over the alleged encounter of 20 smugglers in Chittoor district of Andhra Pradesh. Forest Minister of Andhra Pradesh, B. Gopalakrishna Reddy, spoke to Headlines today. Reddy questioned the compensation announced by the Tamil Nadu government to the alleged smugglers. Reddy asked if the Tamil Nadu government would give compensation to Veerappan. In fact, he rejected the claim that those killed were not smugglers but woodcutters, and advised the Tamil Nadu government to not send smugglers to loot forest wealth in Andhra.
The encounter in Chittoor district on Tuesday morning has triggered a war of words between Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. With me is the Andhra Pradesh Forest Minister, Mr. B. Gopalakrishna Reddy. 20 people shot dead. You say that there are many more who actually ran away. But how is it that the police, the task force, was not able to arrest even a single person?
No, it is not like that. The way you may call it encounter or whatever it is, by entering into forest itself is wrong. It is reserve forest, and with valued this thing, the government of Andhra Pradesh is valuing this thing, and we are frightening everybody.
That doesn't mean that anybody who enters, you don't give a warning, but you shoot them dead straight away. You could have used rubber bullets.
We are given sufficient warning, and we went to the Tamil Nadu areas also, from where this so-called smugglers are coming, and we have warned them that you should not come.
So you are saying that they were smugglers because Tamil Nadu is calling them woodcutters.
No woodcutters. It is the only the night time they came to the forest. We have not called them. Nobody called them. Do you mean to say that they come for wood cutting?
But they are most likely
Nobody is calling.
No, but Mr. Reddy, but most likely they are coolies who are probably meant only to cut and take away the wood. It's an illegal activity. But perhaps you are targeting only the foot soldiers and not the kingpin.
The smuggling starts from wood cutting in the beginning and ends with export.
Was the idea to send a strong message that you are not going to tolerate any kind of red sander smuggling? This kind of a strong message you had asked the task force to send.
It is not strong message or message. It is the message. There is a message in it. Nobody should enter. Do you mean to say that anybody can enter into the forest? Deep forest? No.
The Tamil Nadu government has announced compensation to all the 20 people who have been killed. The Tamil Nadu government has announced 3 lakh. Jayalalitha has announced 2 lakh. What's the message that goes out?
Whether Tamil Nadu government has announced for Veerappan also. I don't know. Whether if they announced, okay.
You think what they've done is wrong?
If they have to announce for Veerappan also. That is the case.
The Andhra
It is not
Pradesh,
a border dispute that has come up. They are not freedom fighters. They say woodcutters, we say smugglers. They also say woodcutting is smuggling. If not for smuggling, what else they are getting?
the Andhra Pradesh government will not give any compensation.
We'll see.
Will you?
We'll see everything. We'll examine.
Another question, Mr. Reddy, is that there are 2 witnesses who have come out who say that 8 people were arrested by the Andhra Pradesh police, taken to Nagari police station, and then they were taken inside and killed in a fake encounter.
They may say 100 things, but we have instituted an inquiry. I think a report will come. If not today, tomorrow. We'll see.
The Tamil Nadu Chief Minister has also written a very strong letter to Chandrababu Naidu. You are replying to that, right?
No, there is no strong letter, there is no weak letter. There is a letter, it will be replied.
Right, okay. Thank you very much,
Thank you
very much, Mr. Reddy. So, the Forest Minister of Andhra Pradesh standing the ground that nothing wrong was done as far as Andhra Pradesh was concerned. In Hyderabad, T.S. Sudhir for Headlines Today.
Senator South T.S. Sudhir, they're speaking, of course, exclusively to the Andhra Forest Minister, and as far as these 2 neighbouring states are concerned, nobody seems to be climbing down at the moment. T.S. Sudhir, in fact, continues to be on the phone line with us. Sudhir, you know, with these political war of words happening, what is really the impact on the ground that you can see?
Well, the political war of words has been taking place for the last 4 days, and the impression is that because all political parties in Tamil Nadu have been on the offensive, upping the ante against Andhra Pradesh, and even the opposition parties in Andhra Pradesh itself finding it as an issue to attack the Telugu Desam government, the Andhra Pradesh government was looking like it was batting on the back foot, which is why you see the very strong reaction from the Andhra Pradesh Forest Minister, questioning, 1, why the Tamil Nadu government has actually declared compensation to skill, and number 2, sending out a very clear and strong message that nobody should enter these areas in Andhra Pradesh to loot or to smuggle any of the red sanders food. So on the ground, while there is support for the strong message that Andhra Pradesh is sending out, there are people who are worried about the deteriorating relations between Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, especially those living in the border areas. Because yesterday we saw Heritage Fresh outlet, which is owned by Chandrababu Naidu's family, attacked in Mylapore area of Chennai. There are buses belonging to Andhra Pradesh which have been attacked, which forced Andhra Pradesh to stop the bus services going into the parts of Tamil Nadu. So in that sense, tension along the border is not for both states, and that is something which is of concern to the Andhra Pradesh government.
So clearly, Sudhir, you know, in fact, as you mentioned that the situation, the protests seem to have intensified in Tamil Nadu, and the bordering state situation seems to be worsening. What are the kind of precautionary measures at place?
Well, today, for instance, PSK leader Vaiko plans to actually stage a protest, lead a march from Vellore in Tamil Nadu to Chittoor Collectorate, which is about 30 kilometers inside the Andhra Pradesh border. Now, things like this, events like this, state protests like this are not really good to matters, but the Tamil Nadu politicians obviously seeing this as an attempt to mobilize the Tamil sentiment against Andhra, because in this particular case, the Andhra police, the Andhra government has really become the villain of the piece.
Right.
So while the Andhra Pradesh government is trying to say that it is not a question of between AP versus Tamil Nadu, but a question of between smugglers and the police. Obviously, the Tamil Nadu government standing its ground that these people were innocent men who were probably killed in a fake encounter, something the Andhra Pradesh police and the government totally denied.
Well, clearly, this row will continue, in fact, for the days to come, and it's not going to die down anytime soon. Thank you so much for joining us with all the latest updates and perspective, T.S. Sudhir.